Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. You may be coming into Virgo season feeling a little bit drained, struggling with a lack of direction, or maybe really trying to figure out what your purpose is. There's a lot of letting go energy. There's lots of um, almost like I just heard Misguided Ghosts by Paramore and just saw 27. So that's a number. Go listen to that. Judgment reverse at the bottom of the deck. That's your card. I understand why this is happening. Your ruling planet Mars is in detriment. Mars is your drive and your motivation. And he's getting ready to come into your sign later in September. So shit is about to turn around. Go get your stuff. We get comfortable. We got shit to talk about. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. What it do? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising for Virgo season 2025. For the Ace of Wands reversed to be at the bottom of the deck, some of you, there could just be also lack of direction in romantic relationships. There could just be something about are you delaying something? Are you delaying doing something? Is there an emerging idea that you're not acting on, possibly? I feel like some of you are losing your boner for someone, your proverbial boner. Some of you are maybe falling out of love with, or losing attraction for something that isn't substantial, or something that was a flash in the pan, or you're realizing something was a flash in the pan. um but I feel like with this Ace of Wands reversed, it feels like your life force, like you not feeling, you feeling very, you feeling sensitive, and like a physical, visceral reaction to your ruling planet Mars being in detriment in Libra. Mars is weaker. Mars is your drive, your motivation, the way you take up space, how you express your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. And for him to not be happy, you are, I feel like, feeling that just as much as the Aries are. And so there could just be something about, where are things going, like what are we doing with this, what am I doing with this, where do I need to harness my energy, where do I need to place it? Could just be feeling kind of scattered, or aimless. Idle hands are the devil's playhouse, or something, is that however that saying goes. But Virgo is a sign of I analyze. And so you, I feel like, will be presented with what you need to put under analysis in Virgo season 2025. Period. First card out is the Ten of Cups. I feel like you're turning your back on, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's something about turning your back on something that didn't stir up the amount of passion that something else does. I don't know what the fuck that means, but that's how it comes through. It's just like, I thought this was passion, but this is passion. I thought this was purpose, but this is purpose. And you may have always held a flame for something, or held a flame for someone, and now you've encountered a bigger flame, and that flame, I feel like, is the old flame is being doused by new replenishing water. The Ten of Cups, that's how that looks from my end. um and it's funny because this rainbow is an extension of the divine's hand. I hope you can see that, and I hope my coochie doesn't fall out. Hold on. Make sure. See how the rainbow comes through his hand? That feels like divine intervention. God, I love my work. I love playing with symbolism, the symbolism of it all. Oh, there's just something here, like what you thought was, what was, it's all God given. It's all of it. You know what I mean? All of it is divine, but there's just some of you are starting to see the thread. If I didn't go through this, and I didn't experience that, and I didn't acquire this knowledge, if I didn't have that heartbreak, it wouldn't have led me to this. It wouldn't have inspired me to do this. I wouldn't have started that. Like, you're starting to see the fucking hindsight. You're starting to see the dots connect. It's giving the guy with the red thread, it's like that's and I feel like with the Ten of Cups being the first card out, you're turning your back on the past. You're turning your back on this old version of who you used to be. And you're experiencing a brand new cycle emotionally, spiritually, creatively, experiencing a cycle of fulfillment and happiness and joy and union and coming together. And I just feel like you finally get to turn your back on a past, even a passionate past. It doesn't have to be something bad. I just feel like you're finally closing very specific doors. And there's this coming together. There's this like understanding of the future. There's this like, some of y'all have been just waiting to fucking exhale. And that's what this looks like. Some of y'all are getting a fucking exhale with the ten of, and then the two of swords after, of course. And I just feel like this Ten of Cups is revealing the ways that you have been indecisive, the ways that you've put so much of your emotion and affection and so many of your feelings have been repressed. I feel like this new cycle, maybe for some of you, this new chapter in your relationship, this new person, there may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that is showing you like the ways that you were so guarded before, the ways that you couldn't fully be yourself, or the ways that you chose logic over emotion. And now I feel like you're in a place where your intuition is flowing and your emotions are free flowing. Center of the reading, Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like mentally you're moving from a place of indecisiveness, a place of willful blindness, into a place of um, let me go ahead and get the fuck up out of here, out of this mindset, out of this situation, out of this relationship, out of this job. Like, you are there, some of y'all have seen the light at the end of the tunnel, and now you're starting to understand the dots connecting, where you are turning your back on that aspect of you that was super indecisive. And this is Mars and Libra. I'm telling you, you're going to get something really beautiful out of it, out of that weakness of Mars, um, because it's really motivating you to show up in partnership and in relationship in a way that you haven't previously. And so I just feel like you guys are turning away from willful blindness, turning away from indecision, maybe really inspired, or severing ties with someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. Um, I just feel like, let me turn all these over. The Hermit and then the Four of Cups. You know what? That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to turn them all over. I don't know why I do it one at a time like that. Because this tells a very different story. So yes, still this new cycle of fulfillment, happiness, a new vision, I feel like, for your life, something that you are accepting in. You weren't able to like see yourself having this. And some of y'all are getting something that's like, I didn't think it could be this good. Going into Virgo season, I feel like you're really starting to assess what your dreams and wishes and hopes are. Really starting to uh, update those hopes and wishes, processing information, being really comfortable with yourself, getting more comfortable with yourself, isolating into your, place of privacy. I feel like you have a healthy amount of private alone time. Just make sure that you're not letting your loneliness sink you into a mentally unproductive loop. Do your best to unpack loneliness if that comes up, get to the root of it, ask your loneliness questions, listen for answers. Because I feel like there's this whole new wonderful cycle that's going to give you a whole fuck ton of hindsight. Some of you are reevaluating like your relationship to monogamy and polyamory and open relationships. Some of you are really thinking about third party situations, how you feel about a third party situation, or how so maybe some of you have been like stuck in between something. I just feel like the divine in Virgo season is going to have you really actually focused on the past a lot. Not in a way where you sink into, like waiting in the emotion of it all, like, or being caught in a glass case of emotion. It feels like productive reminiscing, looking back at the past. But make sure you just don't spend so much time there that you aren't tending to the present and making sure that your actions align with your ambitions. For some of you, there's someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, and you've been indecisive about them, or they've been indecisive or back and forth about you. And I just feel like it's time to go. Get yourself out of out of a situation that you're not supposed to be in, regardless of if it's with those signs or not. I just feel like there's a certain mindset. There's something that caused a lot of um, vacillation. You going back and forth, you like going back and forth in the realm of your mind so much that you're blinding yourself, dizzying yourself, obsessive thinking. And it's been obsessive thinking, and it's derailed your ability to feel for a while, or feel as deeply as you are supposed to. And I just feel like you would there's just been some, and it's just done. I don't know, I just feel like you or this person is turning away from like whatever has been stressing or causing that back and forth. Maybe you were going back, forth and forth with a person, with a thought process like, should I pursue this? Should I not pursue this? What should I do? How should I handle this connection or this opportunity? Blah, blah, blah. Now I feel like you figure out in Virgo season what it is. You get really clear about the fact that you want harmony in the realm of your mind. You want peace. Some of you are really fucking choosing peace. And you're like, I don't care if I have to do it alone. I'll go into my cave by myself. I don't care. I love my privacy. You're fine with doing it alone. But some of you are just like, I don't care. If I have to do this by myself, I will. I just got to get out of this situation or this environment in some sort of way. Or it's like a mindset or a connection or a thought process. And some of you are just needing a little bit of extra alone time or privacy in Virgo season to really properly process and release the past. Gestation, I hear. Like something new wants to take and it needs room. So you got to get rid. It's like getting old love out of your body so that this 10 of cups, like this thing really can come in. You can like I can fully fucking love like a child. I can love like how I've always wanted to. I can have the life that I want to live. Like there is I've been telling y'all you going from black and white to technicolor. And I feel like these are the last little shreds of black and white because the technicolor is fucking here, babe. Be sure to watch that Virgo season astrology video. It has that's some of, I did I did good with that one for sure. It has all the important astrological transit dates in it, so tend to that. Also, me and my ethical cult are going to clarify all these cards over on Patreon, so I hope to see you over there. You can also buy your sun, moon, and rising or Venus individually. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. The links are in the description box below. But okay, some of y'all know you need to get out of that situation or that mindset or that place of stress that air sign keeps taking you to. So keep thinking about that. There's someone with Virgo placements or Aquarius placements that I feel like can be a place of solace or has some sage, like wise words to give you. Some of you need to hear what that Virgo said. That Virgo said what they said and they meant that shit. Some of you are dealing with people who are loners that spend a lot of time alone, and it's putting you in a position where you are spending more time alone. And you're starting to, I feel like some of you are starting to to like understand why it's necessary, but you don't necessarily like it. I know y'all love your alone time, but I just feel like some of you aren't like that. And so for those of you who like being up under someone, or you like someone being up under you, I just feel like I just will say there is no healthy we without a healthy me. There is no healthy interdependence without healthy independence. And so be careful. Just like pay attention to that. That Four of Cups, it's interesting to me, and I'm excited to clarify that over on Patreon. But I feel like some of you, okay, some of you, because this new thing is coming in, it's going to draw in a lot of attention. It's going to, like all of a sudden, all these other people want it because it belongs to someone else. And I feel like some of you are in a position where like you know what is worth your attention and you know what's worth rejecting and you don't mind rejecting. You're not afraid to like give rejection, or you're not afraid to set certain boundaries. And hydrate, light it if you need it. I just realized that, did I pray? I don't think that I did, y'all. Just in case. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Virgo season 2025. I feel like because I did that already today, sometimes I be forgetting, so I apologize. Anyway, um, some of you that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Virgo is going to like have something to say about you moving on or moving forward, or you leaving, or someone's going to try to block you from leaving, or someone trying to keep you in the same place. And I feel like it's just really important for you to honor the fact that you need motion and movement. You are water, you need to flow. And so with that Four of Cups, I do feel like a new foundation emotionally is trying to get established. But in order for you to do that, you need to close out the past. Now, we're going to clarify that and see what aspects of the past specifically need to be closed out, because there is some good, new Ten of Cups shit that I just feel like is worth you doing the emotional inventory and clearing out the clutter spiritually, emotionally, hell, physically. All right. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Come on, let's get into it.
For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.